Dogecoin came up and hit my target of 0.15648, the Fibonacci retracement level, and it also got actually broke through that, and it still looks like it's moving to the upside. The next levels that I'd be looking at are these previous resistance areas right here. This is sitting at approximately 0.16345, somewhere around there. I have this red line right here. Let's see if we can break through this red line and continue on to the next Fibonacci retracement level, or even possibly higher. I was looking at, okay, so let's take a look at what we were looking at yesterday. We had resistance, support, resistance, support. I was looking at this channel pattern going to the downside, or the ascending, broadening channel, and then we drag from the top to the bottom of that. We're going to drag that to the breakout, and we were looking at a target. I don't know, I got a bigger target yesterday, but it basically went all the way to, I was basically looking at the Fibonacci retracement level. Once we broke this Fibonacci retracement level, I was saying if we could break this level, then the next one that I'd be looking at is this one, sitting at 0.15635 approximately. So we came up, we hit that target, and it looks like we're still continuing to go. The other thing that it looks like we're doing is actually breaking out of that bigger downtrend on the daily time frame. Let's go ahead and delete this because we're pretty much done with this pattern, and I want to show you the next thing that I'm looking at. Let's go to the, we could go to the daily, all the way up to the daily, because this is looking really good, and this is where that other target that I was looking at comes into play. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete this one. That's the trend that we're looking at on the 1 hour. We'll go back to that though. And then we could probably delete this price target because we pretty much hit that. So we're looking at, I've been looking at this resistance giving me a downtrend, something like this. It looks like we're breaking this trend line right now. Let's see if we can get past this red line. We haven't closed this daily candle above this trend line, but that's what I would really like to see us do. Close above that daily, or close above this trend line, then get the next candle pushing up, continuing on this uptrend, at least right there. There's another one that's closer to the price, but it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible if we came down and retested that and came bounced up. This might give us some trouble right here. You could already see that it kind of already is, but we've already had a big run since I was saying, or since I put in my position down here at the previous bottom. We're already up, and I talked about this in yesterday's video. Right now we're up 25%. It wicked all the way up to around 28%. So I'm kind of still curious, when is it going to start to cool off? Maybe this is the kind of the time, or maybe this might be a point where it starts to cool off. But we're also looking at, we just broke this trend line right here, so this might be a super bullish signal. I'm also looking at this resistant support, giving me a channel pattern. Pretty much, it didn't come all the way and touch right there, but still we have a bottom and we have a top. It looks like a descending channel. We would go ahead and do the same thing we did with the last pattern, drag from the top to the bottom, something like that, somewhere in the middle. We're going to drag this to the breakout, and that's where I got that target where I said at the beginning. So we could be looking at these previous tops over here if we can break out of this one. And I mean, this would be lining up with it kind of lines up with that red Fibonacci level, the 23%, sitting at 0.19476. But this top over here is also like around 0.20272. I mean, that's like the ultimate bullish scenario. So yeah, and then let's go to the 1 hour time frame, and this is another thing that I'm kind of looking at. I don't know. I'll be looking at this support that we have right here. Support. I'm on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go ahead and draw that trend line, something like this. So far we've been able to hold this line right here. Let's see how long we could ride it going to the upside. As long as we're going on this, then it's possible that we continue to move up. Next level that we're looking at is 0.17361, the Fibonacci retracement level. I mean, it could do something like this, then come back down and retest it. Or even right here, we could be looking at something like this, where we come up, get rejected, come back down and retest, come up, have to test this again, maybe get rejected, you know what I mean? We might be bouncing in between these two levels right now. Like I said, I really want to see us break that red line sitting at around 16343. So yeah, I'm very curious if we can keep this momentum going to the upside after breaking out of this pattern. But I really like the way that this pattern, I really like that we're breaking this trend right here. I was talking about it in yesterday's video when we were looking at Dogecoin to Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and take a look at that chart. I still have my little thumbnail that I made. Let's go ahead and clear that out. So yeah, in yesterday's video, we were watching, this is the Dogecoin to Bitcoin chart. If the price is going down, you want to be in Bitcoin. If the price is going up, then you want to be in Dogecoin. In the last couple days, Dogecoin has been outperforming Bitcoin, and we had resistance, giving me a downtrend. We had support, giving me a support line. We were forming a falling wedge pattern. We broke that going to the upside. What I'm basically this is exactly what you want to look for in these Dogecoin to Bitcoin charts, or the, should I say, altcoins compared to Bitcoin charts. If there's a downtrend, you want to see these downtrends and then spot them when they break to the upside, and this is going to be a good signal for the coin that you're looking at. So right now Dogecoin is performing, I still think, okay, so we have this first top right here in a falling wedge pattern. It breaks that trend line, and you're basically looking at the previous tops. If it breaks to the downside, what you would do is target from the bottom to the top, kind of like a channel. Somewhere in the middle is what I would like to do, and then drag that to the downside. Let's just say that that's what was going to happen, because in a bear, when it starts getting bearish, it's possible that we form falling wedges and then they break to the downside. But a lot of the times when we form falling wedges, they are bullish. And same thing with the opposite, when you form a rising wedge, when it's something like that, usually it's going to the downside. Sometimes it'll pop to the upside if we're really bullish, but yeah, that's side note. So but yeah, this is the next spot, this is the next spot, and then this is the next spot for possible resistances. Maybe we'll have to come back down and maybe retest a trend that we're kind of forming. Let's go ahead and look at the trend. We're on the 1 hour time frame. We have support. Let's go ahead and draw a trend line, something like this. I think as long as, you know, as long as we're on this uptrend, then it should be, I mean, it's possible for us to go higher, and once we break it, then it can be a signal that we might be changing direction, or we might not have as much momentum. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is, I don't know what other coins you guys look at, but I kind of look at mainly a lot of the top 10s, but Dogecoin is killing it compared to a lot of the other coins today. Like Dogecoin's up 10% and everything else is maybe 1 or 2. I think SHIB is up 4.6. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of cool. Some of the other ones are down. Actually, this is a lot of the ones compared to Bitcoin. But yeah, I just thought that was cool that Dogecoin is doing a nice little run, especially like compared to SHIB and some of the other ones. So I don't know, I thought that was funny. Yeah, let's go back to the Dogecoin chart real quick and just kind of finish off. Like I said, I think I'm really looking at that red line, but I think it's really good that we broke this downtrend right here, this big huge downtrend that I've been kind of, I didn't know how fast we were going to break it, or like I thought maybe it was going to take some more time, but like I was kind of talking about in this area, like if we could just go sideways for a while, then we can maybe break through it. And just this is just a good signal in my opinion. Let's see if we can continue this momentum going to the upside and come up and hit .202 again. I mean, we were just in these areas back here, and I've been trying to dollar cost average on the way down, tried to pick up this position right here. Pretty much, if this is the bottom, that would be pretty cool. Like I said, I was just watching that previous bottom down here, and that's where I got that level from, and then also watching the Fibonacci retracement levels on the way down. So yeah, yeah, this is pretty cool. Doge is doing a nice little run. Let's see how far I can go. Yeah, if you guys want to check out the last video and check out some of the things I was talking about in the last video, check it out right here. And if you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next one.